Hello everybody, I'm your Angry Slobo. Welcome back to Pokemon Champions. So welcome back if you have been watching the streams, welcome back, but if not, welcome to the first video that is Champions based. In today's video, I will be using what is my favourite archetype in Pokemon Champions, and that is Trick Room, and possibly the best Trick Room team that you can build right now. Now, there is a couple of iterations of this team, first and foremost, and I saw the original team on Aaron Cybertron Zeng's channel, so I'll probably put a picture of the team and the code in the link below. Now, this is the team. Obviously, you would have seen it on screen. The team revolves around Trick Room Golurk. Golurk is currently one of the best, if not the best, Trick Room in the game. It is such a good anti-meta offensive threat. It one-shots the majority of the big meta Pokemon. King Gambit, for example, it one-shots Incineroar. Well, past and Intimidate. One-shots Sneasler, it one-shots Gengar, Gardevoir, Zadwai, Archaludon, Baskia Legion, even Pokemon like Aegislash, who are a bit more bulky. Torkoal, like so on and so forth. Like, this thing just destroys a lot of things. So, obviously you have main offense with Golurk. Incineroar and Chomp Chain or Frigoraph is your typical lead. Set up Trick Room, you fake out, plus Parting Shot, you get into Golurk, you're good to go. Now, obviously, one thing that this team does struggle with is Milotic with Competitive, and Defiant with King Gambit, which I don't know how that works, is when you get your stat lowered, you either go up in attack or special attack by 2 stages. Now, Incineroar does not want to lead into either of these. You will more than likely put yourself in a significantly worse position, more than likely losing the game. So that's where Sneasler comes in. It's another option to help Frigoraph get up Trick Room. Obviously, the downside, though, is that Sneasler is very quick. And if you don't know how Trick Room works, is that slow Pokemon move first, meaning Sneasler doesn't want to necessarily be in Trick Room. That's why I gave him U-turn, so that there's a chance that he can come out. Cooper or Torkoal is an extra option to go alongside Golurk, as Golurk plus Cooper in the Sun can do a lot of damage and can help deal a significant chunk and potentially even finish Pokemon off that Golurk can't. Nicest thing being is that Cooper can go first in Trick Room before Golurk because Cooper's slower, and it allows him to get chip off on Pokemon like Dragonite, who Golurk can then one-shot with Ice Punch. And then Venusaur is a secondary option for offense to go the quicker Sun route. Personally, I haven't used Venusaur hardly in any games. Venusaur does feel a little bit crap, to be honest. So a lot of the time it's going to end up being these two plus Frigoraph and Torkoal, or potentially Sneasler for late game. I've tried various different iterations of Trick Room. Literally as soon as the game came out, this was a team I used. I used Trick Room with Garchomp plus Delphox offense. I've tried it with Rain. I've tried it with Sand. I've tried Trick Room plus Sinistcha and Archaludon. I've tried a whole bunch of different things. But the common denominator is that I've tried to make Trick Room work because it is, like I said, my favourite archetype. So, with that being said, this is a team. If you do want to see any more videos on specific Pokemon or specific teams, then do comment them down below. As you can see, I am Master Ball tier. Now, I will admit that placement of 181,000 is very low because I went on a massive losing streak after I got into Master Ball tier as I was trying out different teams because I wanted to switch stuff up. But that's another rant for another video. Let's just get straight into it. Okay. Golurk looks good here, I'll be honest. Think truthfully, Golurk works here, and then I don't know if Cooper's worth bringing. Like, realistically, I don't think it is because of how many resists there are. So Golurk plus Chomp Chain. This is like, it's not the end of the world, really. Gyarados could Dragon... I mean, I feel like if it's Mega Gyarados, it's also even more of a threat. I think, because it's probably going to be... Probably... Wait, no, it can't be Fake Out. On the off chance that he goes for like CC, I'm just gonna Trick Room. Because Caesar can't fake out. So, only, that is mega. Only shit situation here would be a double off. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, no. Moldraker would have meant that maybe Gyarados ignored it. We lived that. We are absolutely bulky. Jesus. Sunshine gets it up. Pause. Truthfully, we live in another, I'm pretty sure. So I can parting shot into the Gyarados and just psychic the Sneasler. Gyarados will be at -2 attack. So we definitely live. Sneasler could protect. They had a potential Pelipper, Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash would be annoying, but if it's Scarfed, it's fine. Could imagine Pelipper here. Also could imagine maybe Archulodon. It's fine. Yep. This shouldn't do any damage, I'll be honest. I'm surprised you went for Earthquake there, really. And then, truthfully, we now just... Honestly, I think I'm going to Protect this turn, and I'm just going to Psychic, because it's probably going to be a Water move into... It's maybe the Archulodon. Pelipper? Okay, Pelipper takes good damage here. It's probably going to be probably is going to be a Waterfall Liquidation or something into the Golurk slot. I'd rather Protect here. Take some good chip. I'll Firm it. Good chip on Pelipper. Should be enough for a Hyper Voice to kill. So my thought process is that I can... Be interesting how much a Headlong Rush does. I'm gonna do this instead. Nope. Got a Hyper Voice here, I think. Yeah, I was gonna Helping Hand. There is a risk though that Gyarados goes for Protect if it has it. Would this have killed with a Headlong Rush, with a Helping Hand? It would have, yeah. But I wouldn't... I could have done that, to be fair. Right. Okay, it's fine. I mean, Gyarados is still -2, so this Waterfall might not kill. This would be like, what, -1 with the Rain Boost? Oh. Never mind. I guess it's probably neutral then. And we just go... I guess it's nice having Sneasler in the back. Yeah, that's probably better, right? Gyarados is now -3. Chulodon, okay. So we don't want to Christ, actually. How many turns of Trick Rooms left? 1 turn of Trick Rooms left. I'm gonna just Pine Shot this Archulodon now. I'm going to I have to Hyper Voice, which is annoying. If Archulodon protects, it's not the... That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Sneasler in the back's a bit dead. But at least at this turn, if there is no Protect here, we can Parting Shot Archulodon, go out into Sneasler for next turn. Gyarados dies. And then it's Sneasler on Sneasler. But we have Armatel. Providing that we live this turn, obviously. Okay, nice. Okay, so it is now Sneasler on Sneasler. Sneasler on Sneasler. Sneasler on Sneasler crime. Right. Dragon Pulse into my boy Chomp Chain, he lives that. I could possibly get Trick Room up. Don't know if it's worth it necessarily. Especially because I think I'd rather... I think I'm going to try and cycle Intimidates here. Don't know if my boy Archidron has any Protects here. If it's Scarfed, we'll probably... I reckon if it is Scarfed, well, we'll know here. But we won't this first turn. But if it goes for Dragon Pulse again, I reckon it is Scarfed. I think if you were playing here, you'd protect the Archidron to avoid the close combat and try and kill my Sneasler. So we Intimidate here. He's already used his White Herb. Off. You went for a fake out with... There's no way you read that. I refuse to believe it. Go to the Incineroar. Yeah. This shouldn't kill at all. No powers or anything. Alright. Well, I'm CCing. And I'm now going to fake out the Sneasler. I want to say we've not used our White Herb yet. So, once we do that, we're guaranteed quicker than Sneasler. You could very well be Choppleberry. Yep. Still going to do a good chunk, but you're +1 defense. Yeah, so definitely kills next turn. If you went for... I think I've lost this. This game is so fucking stressful. I should have got... Maybe I could have faked out. We would have been +3 defense. There's no guarantee that a close combat doesn't kill. Oh, you went to Incineroar? I'm fine with that. Well, that's debate. That's a questionable sentence. We do this to you, and then I have to go Cyclone to Sneasler. I think there's a... I still can lose this. Don't get me wrong. I think I'm in a worse position. This guy hasn't revealed Protect yet. He doesn't have it. Okay. So I can win here. I can lose. If you go for the Farigiraf here, and kill, there's a chance. Okay. So we're both -1. He has more health. I'm quicker. I don't know if a close combat kills from this range. We're not got attack boost. I'm going to Dire Claw here. No, intense battle. For fuck's sake, it would have killed. Okay. Thankfully we lived, but that's pissed me off. I should trust my gut more, but it's not been a good experience, I'll be honest, so it's kind of difficult. Truthfully, maybe it was best to keep in Farigiraf, but I don't believe that he predicted me swapping him out. I just couldn't see that. If he did, fair play. But that feels ridiculous if it is. I think I want to go with Torkoal plus Venusaur. This is an opportunity to use this lead, show this off a little bit. because I don't want to get fucked up by my like in my Incineroar. Sneasel looks really good here. There's a big fan of his team. And then I also think I want to go Incineroar in the back, I feel like. Because Golurk is going to struggle to deal with Pokemon like Meganium. But then again, I guess if we have Venusaur, maybe I didn't need to. And we got Sneasler. Yeah, I probably could have gone Golurk there. Because it helps against with Pokemon like... Yeah, I probably should have done that, actually, to be fair. Yeah, I probably should have done that. My brain's not in it today. I could probably see a... I could see a Milotic Frigger athlete here. Milotic Garchomp. It could be worse, but also not great. I would say, ironically, the bigger threat here is the Chomp. Could be Scarfed. I'm going for Protect here on Torkoal, and I'm going to just Sleep Powder this bitch. I could see my Milotic Protect here. Because Scarf, Earthquake plus Protect would be a good play. I think he outspeeds us if that's the case. I could go for an Eruption potentially there. If I do land it. Come on, Venusaur. He's Scarfed, Garchomp. You're not Scarfed. That's great. I was thinking... There's no way! Right. We outspeed though, which is good to know. Got no idea how stressful this is. Could see potentially a Protect. It's not Scarf Chomp, as we know. We should be okay to live anything that it does. Truthfully, I don't know if we still outspeed the Chomp. I want to say if we double the speed, but we're not timid. Yeah, I'm modest to get more damage off. Well, this should kill my like no issues. Never mind. Who else did you have? Meganium. Okay, that's fine. Frigoroth is going to take a lot of damage from this. Could see a... I don't think it kills, no. I was going to say. Slot speed, and with slot speed Chomp, we definitely live this. I should have doubled into the Milotic. I did think, okay, what if Chomp protected? Fortunately, we can't get a burn or anything like that from this. What I actually want to do here is just go into you. And then I can Solar Beam again. He didn't have Weather on his team, so... I don't know what would be like worst case situation here. Because if Chomp protects, like, because I've got Sugar Berry plus Intimidate, this high horsepower isn't going to do anything. We're still quicker. I'm still relatively confident that I live a high horsepower on my Venusaur. Even if we're not built for bulky. I know that this kills, so I'm hoping that... I mean, the crit didn't matter. I'm hoping that we survive this. I also believe we still have one more turn left of Sun. He missed anyway. I know it's Sugar Berry, yep. This will do, I want to say, 30%. Wow, 25%. Okay. We have Fake Out though now, which is nice. I know for a fact that I still outspeed. Don't think he has revealed. Okay. Right. Truthfully, I actually think I would rather... no, I think I have to go for the Fake Out into the Meganium here, plus Sludge Bomb. Meganium could protect in it, right? But we take a lot of chip on... Because Meganium just can't really kill. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to Fake Out the Meganium, and I'm going to go for a Solar Beam. I'm going to go for a bit risky here. I think this kills Chomp. And plus, this is the only Pokemon that's doing any significant damage. If Chomp swaps out to my Loic, predicting... This thing's dying. I'm locked in, alright? The Farigiraf was definitely the right decision. Also, I don't know when this is coming out, but this is coming out on the Friday. But there is a tournament on Friday the 1st of May. Global Championship. There's no points, but I'm interested to see what teams you are using. Is everyone just using Rain because that is the most broken team? Or are people swapping out? That did a surprisingly little amount of damage. So... okay. I'm glad that went that way. There would have been a decision to make there. Okay. No. Well, you look really good. Chomp Chain looks scary, I won't lie. No, to be fair, truthfully, I think we're alright here. Bolt comes out, does fucking Metric Ton. Honestly, I think this is where you go full Trick Room, right? I don't think Sneasel has much place at all in this, so... Torkoal comes out, does good damage against pretty much everyone. We just have to worry about weather. I'm predicting something along the lines of like maybe Ninetales Incineroar, Ninetales Gengar. Okay. Well, we can Fake Out Ninetales here, no problem. Then we can just Trick Room. I guess Gengar could theoretically have Dark Pulse, right? As long as it doesn't flinch us, we're fine. If it flinches us, this, you will not see an outro to this video. I'm just saying. Fine. Also, the added benefit of doing this is that we get rid of Aurora Veil. I'm also going to swap in Torkoal next turn. Predicting the Aurora Veil. Fighting Shot into Gengar, guaranteed. Honestly, yeah, I just go for that. I'd rather get Chip on the Gengar than Garrett. I'm also not Mega Gengar either, is it? Nice. Fighting Shot into Torkoal. I don't think what else they could do. They could go for a Moonblast. The only thing bad there would be our special attack being lowered, but okay, Blizzard. Misses both. Okay, hits Koopa. No freeze, which is nice. Rotom we can bring in... oh, well, I don't think we need to bring in Golurk yet. Truthfully, we go for an Eruption here and we double into Rotom. Most Rotom sets are Scarfed. Ninetales comes out. Aegislash comes in. You're still taking a lot of damage. We just go for Heat Wave next turn. It shouldn't be an issue. Truthfully, I mean, Heat Wave's not going to do a lot, is it really? But Psychic into Heat Wave might kill. Okay. As you can see, this team can work very well. But you get 1 or 2 turns wrong, you're guaranteed lost. Which is kind of dead. But that, I think, comes down to experience, more or less. The more I play with this team, the more it will work. I'm still going to swap it up for different teams because I don't want to use just Trick Room, because that constant feeling of knowing that you've just lost like a couple turns in is so demoralizing. This is a scary team. Honestly, I don't want to... I think this is a weird situation where we go this team again, because offensively we do pretty well into these guys. Akame has to come because of those two Pokemon. Offensively, we need him. Chomp Chain's got no chance here. Trick Room would be good, but it's going to be harder to get it out, especially when the lead is going to be like King Gambit plus whoever. So I think we go Incineroar late game. Because if anything, Intimidate's nice. Like T-Tar and Basculegion and stuff. Don't think it's going to matter. This is a rough matchup for this team, I'll be honest. Okay, I didn't expect Blastoise to figure out. Because I could see a Protecton Blastoise into Psychic, I'm actually going to go for an Eruption here into... Truthfully, I think I'm supposed to Sleep Powder the Frigoraph. Okay, Blastoise Mega Evolved. If it's Shell Smash, that'd be mental. I don't think what you do, maybe Rain Dance? Oh, we land it. It's probably Citrus Berry, right? I don't think you're Lump. If you're Lump... Oh shit, I expect you to be quicker. Wait. Oh, wait, no. Of course you're quicker. Fucking hell. I'm so stupid. Oh, Christ. Yeah. Well, no, I don't think I'm stupid. I just predicted the wrong thing. There's literally no point keeping you alive now, Torkoal. I'm just going to go for a Weather Ball into Frigoraph, try and get as much chip off as I can. Honestly, I want to double into it, because yeah, Blastoise isn't doing much. Or is it this going to be... Oh my god. I also didn't think about the potential of it being... Oh, T-Tar coming in. This is one thing I might consider changing for Venusaur, is going with Giga Drain opposed to... Alright, that's nice. This probably doesn't kill. If you are Citrus Berry, we'll figure out now. It could be Colbur Berry, right? Oh, nice. Doesn't matter. Like, if you're... So you don't have Basculegion now, which is fine. It could be Scarfed, right? I'm inclined to go Incineroar here, and then just... Because I can't... It's gonna Rage Powder, isn't it? So I'm gonna have to go for... Intimidate, lower your attack. We shouldn't leave anything. And then I can kill the Sinistcha, because it's not heat-proof. Okay, it didn't even go for it. Interesting. Means we kill the next turn. I guess you go for Last Respects, right? There's a lot of damage, granted. Oh, I might live that. Yeah, nice. No burns? It really only... Well, it only can be Venusaur. Okay, so I know for a fact that we are... quicker... Yeah, maybe it doesn't have it. I feel like he would have always gone for it that turn. I have to prioritize killing the Basculegion. I don't really have much of a choice. I also don't think he has T-Tar. Again, I feel like he would have brought him out. No, you got Basculegion, this, and then someone else, right? Okay, you take Sinister out. Blastoise, that was it, yeah. I feel like you could have, you also didn't bring King Gambit either, I guess because of Sneasler. I feel like if you brought T-Tar, you had a significantly better chance of winning. Maybe it's not Mega. Maybe it's not Mega T-Tar, that's why. If Sun goes away here, which it might. Sun is still out here. Fucking hell. Well, like I said before, you don't do absolutely anything anymore. And I'm just going for Solar Beam because... Or I could bring in Torkoal here. No, I don't think I can. I think I have to go for the offense because in case you are some like Shell Smash stuff. Oh, I forgot about Fake Out. Oh my god, we lived. Miss Venusaur. Yes, the fucking go. I forgot to name him. So I'm having a bit of luck now. I'll be honest. In like the however many games it was, 30 games, 50 games, or whatever, trying different things, getting up to Master Ball rank. Genuinely, I didn't have a single Diaclop rock. Maybe one. And it was like a parrot on someone that didn't even matter. So I think I've been due some luck. Okay. This should kill the Venus. Well, Venusaur's bulky. But we are modest. Nice. Yeah, it was never not killing, was it? So, this is what going to be a Magic Gotcha, kill both Pokemon. Again, I think if this guy had better moves, he could have just won. Genuinely. Like, I think there's a big chance he could, because if he had T-Tar, I think it would have helped. Because Venusaur, Torkoal to an extent, not Torkoal, Tyranitar to an extent walls both of these mons. And then the other thing was, if you had Rage Powder, this battle would have been significantly harder because I wouldn't have been able to hit the Blastoise, and it could have just won. Oh my god. Big W though. Shows that the team can work. Venusaur Torkoal is actually pretty good into certain matchups. So, that being said, I do think this team has potential to work very well. I think that you could make different iterations to this team, stat distributions, moves, potentially even Pokemon, and it still work well. I don't think you have to go for Cooper, but he does work very well. With that being said, and I would say that if you enjoy Trick Room, this is probably your best option. Would I recommend Trick Room? I'd say 7 times out of 10, no. If you're wanting a team that wants to just win, Trick Room requires a lot more prep, naturally. And it also requires more read making, and you have to make a lot more plays right than you would in just like a hyper offense. Weather Team, for example, a lot of the time damage over strategy tends to win in a general situation, especially if the damage is high enough output. But Trick Room is where the strategy has the off chance to beat it. I think that if you know what you're doing and you have enough experience and you get used to playing with Trick Room teams and against Pokemon that normally beat this team, like Pokemon like King Gambit, who is annoying to play against, Milotic, T-Tar can be quite threatening, Primarine apparently, then you will have a very good team on your hands. With that being said, if you would like to see more teams in the future based around different Pokemon, new Megas, old Pokemon, then do comment that down below. I've been Angry Slowbo, and I'll see you in the next one.